So these are all my decks that I've built. This is my main deck that I use. In my main deck, I have 3 offensive slots that are unlocked. A locked sneak attack, because I only use that once. Flurry is locked because it's a buff. Sprint is locked because it's a buff. Escape is very situational. I only use it when archers slow me down. This is locked just so I have it available all the time, and this is locked because I don't spam that. These are my defensive skills, and dodge and parry are both reactive defensive skills, so I have this slot unlocked so that I can use them for that buff that lasts 2 seconds. If I use it right before I get attacked, that 2 seconds, I have way better defense than I would if I just used it before the fight. So most of the time I'll parry or dodge an attack if I use it right before I know I'm about to get hit. That's why I leave that unlocked. And I got these on there just because they're real quick to cast. This one makes the other one stronger, and I only got 1 glyph of that in there. I got 3 of these 2 in there. So when I'm fighting, these will come up, and those are all my main attacks I use to fight stuff. And if I need to go on the defensive, I start popping these to block attacks and stuff. And then I have these ready for when I need them. And this is my main alt deck, my alternate deck. It's the exact same deck. I don't link any equipment to it, that way I can switch to it when I need to. The only difference is I have this in there so that I can charge it up before a fight. This is essentially my buff deck, but I designed it so that I can switch to it in a fight and give myself heals if I need to. I just started doing that, so I'm not very good at it yet. But another deck I got that I'm going to show is this one, which is very similar, but it uses Mind Lock. These first 3 slots are unlocked, but each one draws a specific attack. This slot's unlocked and draws all 3 of these attacks so that I can stack them together, and then I'll use Mind Lock to hold them there while I sneak up on something and deliver just a very large first volley of hits. So you can see I can just charge stuff up that's locked before I go into a fight. And then I run into a fight. And I can just spam attacks like that because of my unlock glyphs. Another reason I use 3 is because I like to combo for quad slash, which is that right there. Quad slash doesn't do as much damage as just spamming the individual skills, but it uses a little less focus and it executes them a little bit faster. So I normally use it if I know it's going to take a mortal chunk out of the thing I'm fighting. Here's a big thing. So you can see me use my defensive stuff. trying to pop my defenses when I think he's about to hit me. It gives me a way better chance of actually defending against him. So, I guess on that bear, I'm going to show what Mind Lock is good for on this deck. So it's kind of the same thing, except it's like you prepare your attacks before you first go into the fight, and you get a really nice first off volley of hits. So you can lock them in place like that. So then, the first time you attack this guy, it's going to do a lot of damage. And he had about, it looked like either 800 or 900 health, and it just chewed through it about that quick. I still haven't gotten used to having heals ready. But that's how you switch in a fight. You can have a hotkey to set to switch to your alt deck. And if you have equipment bound to it, it'll have a timer when you switch it. If you don't have any equipment bound to it, it just switches that quick right there. The only thing is it gives a little cooldown on there. But those are some Arca decks